have one errant little thread here that needs to be pulled down. I watch, I'm looking here, move back, spit and pull. Remember, you don't have to do that. By coming to the front of the loom every few turns and pulling on the warp, we're realigning everything. We have an opportunity to look at our rattle and make sure that nothing's binding up on it. I'm pulling very firmly, as you can see. And we want to wind it on nice and tight. All right, at the back again. I want this warp on nice and tight, and I'm warping all by myself. So one of the ways to make sure that what you've already beamed is really, really tight is to take your paper and pull down on it. Oh, there, my little ratchets in. So when I pull down, it snugs up the paper. You know when you buy a big roll, when you stick your hand in, you can make it smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller inside. By pulling on the paper at this point every couple of turns, it pulls any slack that's there. I'm going to get rid of that at the front, like that. Everything's straight again, and I'm going to beam some more. So I'll turn it a couple of times, watching my paper, it's nice and straight. I'm going to pull down on my paper, get out any slack, go to the front. Here, when I pull it and flick it, everything just pops into alignment. Wind on some more. This is a 5-yard warp. You can see the tiny little bit of slack that came out. All I do is flick those little crosses out like this. Some people just can't bear to not get out all of your grooming implements and comb your warp and brush it and do all of those things. Sometimes that just makes the matter, the whole situation worse. So a few flicks, good tension, and everything is right again. If you use wimpy paper when you do this, you can't pull on wimpy paper and have it not rip. So it's best to get nice, heavy paper. Canada Post must have known I had made my warp 5 yards long. All right, we're done. It is beautiful. We're right up here. That's about as far as you can go. We're going to take our little cord off that was hiding or holding everything in its place. It's done its job. So we just pop it off like that. Toss it behind you. And look at that. Our warp's all there, ready to go. Now, I am going to use the ledge of my little shelf to trim its bangs. Then they're all trimmed to the same length. This is how my mother trimmed my bangs. With a ruler. Here we are. We're almost done. Here's our last bundle. Boing. So this is all the loom loss we're going to have on this end. It's not very much. We're ready to take this out of here. I'm going to just pop it out in little chunks, like so. Stick my hand in here, grab it, and then just let it drop down like that. I'm going to get my next chunk. Runaway threads. Wink. Oh, last batch. Oink. The easiest way to thread this loom is to actually sit right inside it. So to achieve that, we have to take the beater off. And the cool thing about this beater is that the entire thing just lifts up and off like this. As easy as pie. The next thing we're going to do is take the breast beam off. Just pops off those little pegs. And then I'm going to get a chair and sit right inside. So, when you can sit right inside your loom like this, it's, again, so much easier on your body. Another one of the reasons why I love this loom so much. On the harnesses, or the pattern shafts, we have these things called Texsolve heddles. All the heddles on Louët looms are made out of Texsolve. Texsolve is a nylon string manufactured in Sweden, and they make a little heddle, and it comes up, and it goes in a loop at the top, and it comes down, and they loop like this. There's a loop at the bottom here, a loop at the top, a loop at the bottom, a loop at the top, and they come like this in packets of 100.